Pisces, happy October. I'm so excited to do your reading. This is your spirit guide message from the other side reading. So what this is these are messages from spirits that past loved ones, or animals that have passed to the other side, or even like plants you felt really like close to, or it could even be messages coming from like part of your like spirit family, your spirit guides that are not in a body at the same time as you. So first we're going to find out like a little information about who is coming through for you for the month of October, and then we are going to find out what they want you to know about your love life, your money, and in general. Let's get started, Pisces. We've got Asia and health. What is coming through is this could be a having to do with like the continent of Asia. I believe we live many lives, and our spiritual energy has this like memory. But it could have to do with like the continent of Asia, or like I'm also got this idea of like traditional Chinese medicine, like acupuncture and like herbal Chinese medicine. So maybe some sort of like medical practitioner that you have worked with, or just somebody that you know was very interested in either one of these things. Cute. All right, so let's find out what they want you to know about your love life for the month of October 2025, Pisces. All right, Pisces, so what your spirit guides want you to know about your love life for the month of October. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So the Knight in the tarot is like the warrior. The Knight is the one, literally on a horse, like moving the changes in society. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, and that's because Pentacles is associated with earth, and the Hierophant is associated with like a lot of thoughtfulness, with connection to like this like higher like realm, like of like of the spirit world, I guess, but also grounded in like tradition and the things that you're learning here in this material world. And Pentacles is exactly that, the material world. So in your love life, how that like pertains to your love life, we need to get some more cards to find out. So let's see what else the spirits want. It's too many cards. See what the spirits want you to know about your love life, Pisces. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. So lots of like earth energy here. This groundedness of like the spirit world wants you to get grounded in your love life. Sometimes, Pisces, you have these like amazing things that happen, like with the Wheel of Fortune, and you're like, you get so like kind of caught up in the moment and caught up in the emotion. So the spirit world is really asking you to like slow down. That's what's going to benefit you. That's what's going to make you successful. Because the Hierophant is successful. It's this energy of like having studied and having known and having learned, along with the Queen of Pentacles. That girl like has her bag. She's always working towards her bag. And in this sense, like the spirit world is asking you to work towards building like groundedness in your love life so that you can have a successful one. In terms of what you should watch out for your love life, we've got the Empress and the Page of Swords. Yeah, like this, the Page is this learning moment. The Page is this like stepping into the world and seeing how you do. And in terms of swords, like communication and how you like understand the world. So this is really telling you, and I'm sorry, like you can probably hear the helicopters. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and we got a lot of helicopters here. What can I say? Anyway, in terms of like what to watch out for in your love life, just like stepping in too quickly into a relationship, I think, or like wanting a specific person or relationship because like it's there. You need to take the time and like learn and study and build and grow. Go slow with this person, Pisces. Let's get some more information. We've got the Chariot and the Six of Swords. Yeah, in terms of what to watch out for, like you are quickly, like there's this energy for you to quickly move into a better place, somewhere easier and better. Yes, that is there. However, what's going to benefit you is to be thoughtful and to learn about the situation, and move slowly in this romantic situation. Yes, it will. I mean, the Six of Swords is moving into calmer shores, you know, is like being protected from difficulties and moving into something easier. And that is a quick moving energy with the Chariot, things coming in, things going, you know, changes. So there is this energy for your love life to be really great, but there's also this energy for you to just like barrel through it too fast. So your spirit guide wants you to study and, like, you know, just be careful when you're taking your chances. Cute. Let's move on to your monies, Pisces. Because we're also going to look at like what the spirit guide generally wants you to know. And like in a lot of these readings, we talk about love more. So we'll probably go deeper into your love life. That's been the thing in all the readings. All right, so let's take a look at your money for the month of October 2025, Pisces. So in general, your spirit guide wants you to know. We've got the Three of Swords and the King of Cups. That's very interesting. So the Three of Swords is like this card of sometimes painful endings, but the King of Cups is this like sense of calmness and assuredness and like even like happiness through anything. In like the traditional tarot deck, this is my NYC deck, but in the traditional tarot deck, the King of Cups is like sitting, his like throne is in like the middle of the water, you know, so he doesn't need to know or be on like solid land to feel happy and okay. We've also got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So there might be like some decisions that you need to make, not necessarily that a job is ending or a way that you're getting money is ending. That is a possibility, Pisces. But what I do see more of anything is like you needing to make some decisions, because the Knight of Swords is bringing some change, some like growth or some difference into your world. But you're going to need to make a decision, and that decision is going to need to be head over heart. It might not be what you want, but there's this possibility for you to be sitting pretty with your money. However, it might not be something that you're familiar with or that you know. Let's get one more card. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. Definitely money coming in, money being given to you or gifted. Let's get some clarification on this Three of Swords. Because it doesn't mean that something is ending. It could also mean that like your perception of something is ending, but it changes how drastically what your life looks like, or like what your bank account looks like things coming in. Clarifying this Three of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords and the Hierophant again. Okay, Pisces. So there's a lot of energy of stability for you if you're willing to learn. The Five of Swords is this strategy. A lot of people see the Five of Swords as like fight. I mean, there's this energy, there can be this energy of a fight, but I see it more as an energy of using, again, like I said, head over heart, because that's what the Queen of Swords is. She makes her decisions from what's best in general, not what her heart wants or what feels easiest, but what is best, what is going to lead to the best outcome. So I really think that this month with your money, what I think the spirit world is asking you to make some wise decisions with your money, because that's what's going to bring it in for you. But you might have to change your perception of money, change the way you understand money. With the Three of Swords, some people associate it with like difficulty, but I think there's not as much about like difficulty as like having to change who you are or how you do things. So Pisces, this might be like, oh, you have to budget differently, or you have to budget, or like you change your association. Some people have this like belief that they shouldn't have money, this scarcity belief. So you might have to let that go, and that might feel hard, but it could give you this like King of Cups moment. And what you have to look forward to in terms of money is a 9 of coins, so 9 of pentacles. I really like that for you. And let's get some more money. What to look forward to with money. The 4 of pentacles and the 6 of swords. This is your second 6 of swords. So I'll show you here. It's like leaving a difficult moment. So we do have this ending energy here. But the things that you want, how you want to live, what you want, money is coming in with the 4 of coins. Like that stability, my friend. It is holding on tightly. So that means, you know, what is lucky for you is going to be to hold on to your money. It looks like you do have money coming in that's going to change your situation positively. However, hold on to it. Let's get another card or two. There, 2 cards came out. The 3 of Pentacles. I think this is your second 3 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles. Is this your second 3 of Pentacles? This is your second Queen of Pentacles, yes. So we have a lot of repeating things here in both readings. What's really going to be lucky for you right now is building and being strategic with your money, knowing what you want, and reaching into community, asking for help, networking, being open to receiving, Pisces. Sometimes it's, Pisces, you're so good at giving, and that's an admirable trait. However, in this moment, the spirit world is asking you to be open to receiving and holding on to what you get. You don't have to share everything that you have. It's such a generous thing that you do, and I know it makes you happy, and that's good, but in this moment you need to hang on to your money, okay? Because it is coming in, but just because it's coming in, and there's a possibility for sure for it to come in like in abundance right now, but you need to hold on to it for the moment. Just because you have it doesn't mean that you need to be spending it, Pisces. Okay? Let's move on to the general message of the month for you from the spirit world, Pisces. We've got justice, so some balance, or if you've got some legal stuff happening. The 10 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Chariot. Yeah, so there's finally like an ending to a legal issue that's happening, or something that has just felt out of balance for you. It's finally like coming into balance, and you're standing in your power, because that's what the Queen of Wands does. She stands in her power, and she builds, and she she has all these opportunities for herself, and she makes opportunities for other people, and that's what's coming in, like change right now. A lot of change with the 10 of Swords, and change out of difficulty, Pisces. You had 6 of Swords twice in your reading, and 6 of Swords is a change to calmer waters, somewhere safer and easier. And with this 10 of Swords, with this justice, I'm really getting this feeling that things have felt out of balance for you in some way, and it is finally like coming into balance. Let's see what you should watch out for this month, and then we'll get some clarifications. What you should watch out for, we've got Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, lots of queens, and your third Hierophant of the day. Let me just point this out to you. Oh wait, no, your Hierophant was over here. Your other Hierophant was over here. Okay, Pisces, do you see what you're doing? Or do you see what the spirit world is doing? They are calling you in to like study what is happening in front of you right now. So this is like what to watch out for. So Ace of Wands is moving too fast. It's like a new beginning with lots of passion and just like rushing into it. With this Queen of Swords, this Queen of Swords is a lot of energy of like head over heart, like I had talked about before. So they're asking you in terms of this change that's happening to let it happen. And not to think it through too much. You want to watch out for being like moving too quickly with things, but also you want to be you don't want to too much forget about your heart, you know, with the Hierophant. Again, reminding you like to study, to understand, and ultimately to let things happen and to trust yourself, because you've got two queens here, and these queens are, you know, about trusting what you know, trusting what you've learned, trusting what you've been given. Yeah, let's get some clarification in terms of what to watch out for. Let's get some clarification on this Queen of Swords. I want to know what she has to tell you. We've got the Five of Wands. And the Two of Cups. Yeah, Pisces, she really, or this energy really wants you to stop fighting like your feelings. Just trust yourself. You have done a lot of work, and so, you know, spend the month putting the work in, but ultimately by the end of the month you need to be able to know yourself and know your heart enough that you can trust your heart, you can trust yourself, and connections that you have that have proven they are trustworthy. Two of Cups often is like about romance, but I'm not getting that feeling for this right now. I really feel like this is about you trusting your connection to spirit, like that, you know, Two of Cups, like energy there. Okay, Pisces, let's get you an oracle card before we go. So these oracle cards will give us like a number and a message from the other side, just for you that might be special or for you to pay attention to. We've got 35. Focus, like I have been saying, study up. You've got all these hierophants happening. The number 35 with the stock plant. These are beautiful flowers. So just put the time and energy in. It's going to be worth it, whatever it is. But like, just stay grounded in a sense of like, yes, you are a very psychic sign and you do know things that other people don't know, and you have information from these ways that don't always make sense in this like material world, but in this moment it's time for you to really bring both of those together and apply that to your love life. So apply, like, you're such a smart sign, Pisces, so apply your intellect and your like intuition to your romantic decisions, to whatever endings or changings might be happening, and your money. And hold on to your money, Pisces. You have a lot of like opportunity this month to really build your bag, and so hold on to that, because that's really gonna benefit you this month. Anyway, Pisces, thank you for watching. If you like this reading, hug the like button. And if you really like this reading, or you like me, hug the subscribe button. And I'll be back soon with your next reading. Thanks for watching.